This is the YouTube video first page checker. This is essentially a program that will check all of the keywords against the first page of results on Google and look for a YouTube video. And then it's going to do some other things. But before we talk about those, I'm just going to run it because I'll put a short delay. We have a lot of keywords here. So as you can see, we loaded up 205 keywords, and I have 5 proxies, but they're private. And even though this is kind of a short delay, I think for the purposes of the video, it's going to work. We're doing basic searches here in Google. We're not using any advanced footprints or anything crazy like that. So your proxies tend to last a lot longer than, say, if you were doing some more advanced scraping. In fact, I'm just going to up this delay just to be on the safe side, now that we already have some results. Anyways, so what this is going to do is it's going to look for, it's going to go to Google, it's going to search for each of these keywords, and what it's looking for is YouTube videos on the first page. And it's going to then save that data along with some other data as well. If there is a YouTube video, what it's going to do is it's going to find the position that video is ranking. It's going to save the URL. It is then going to go to the video itself, and it's going to grab the published date as well as the number of views. I feel like this is going to give you a nice, easy way to determine if the keyword's actually worth trying to overtake that video on Google. So you can see in a nice CSV output which keywords are available, and by available I mean they are already on page 1. A YouTube video is on page 1, as well as things like I said, the published date and the view count. You can get an idea if it's worth it or not to go after that keyword. If the video is published recently with a good amount of views, that's generally a good indicator if it's ranking in the top 3 spots on Google that it's getting some nice organic traffic. So those are the things that you want to go after. And this is a program which is going to sort of show you quick and easily if it's possible or not. So as you can see, this is on 47 to 205. And we just have 3 threads running, and since I upped the delay, obviously it's going a little bit slower. So I'm just going to hit save, and we're going to look at the output. I'm just going to call it data. This one. We can take a look at what type of data it's going to save here. So for each of the keywords it's going out, it's saying if it's available or not. So for this first keyword, iMusic video download, these are just scraped keywords, by the way. They're practically gibberish, but there does happen to be a video on the first page. It's in position 10. Here's the URL to the YouTube video. We can see that it was published July 12th, 2012, and it has 68,000 views. So obviously that's not a keyword you're going to want to go after, but maybe something like this Union J music video. All these are music video related, so you probably can't really overtake them anyway, but pretend this was some sort of keyword about eczema or some niche keyword, and you could get a good idea. Like, this is only a year old, but it has like 3 million views. That's pretty good. And as you can see, there's the keywords that are not available as well. This is the spreadsheet view. This is going to give you like all of the data, and I wanted to do it like this because it gives you the full picture, right? So you can go through your keyword list, you can start getting an idea of what keywords are working, what keywords are not working. And if you don't want all of the data and you just want, say, like the available keywords, and by available I mean the keywords which are on the first page, you can just do this, and I'm just going to save this as available. and I'm going to open this in Notepad. So, whoa, that's really big text. Okay, well, as you can see, so this is just going to list now the keywords which are available. So these are going to have the videos on page 1. It doesn't have any of the other data. It's just something quick and easy, and also unavailable. So you can save off the unavailables and it's going to do the same thing. But obviously the CSV is going to give you that nice view where you can see how everything's ranked. You can see if it's available, if it's not. You can look at the different videos and just all of the data that's there. So anyways, so this is obviously source code that I'm selling, and this is for people with the HTTP post plugin. This is for people with the developer edition. This is for people who are subscribed to UBot updates. I'll list all the requirements below, like I always do. Couple other things I want to talk about. I made this program with specifically this intention to make it like this, but once I started putting all the finishing touches on it, I started to see that this can easily be expanded, right? And so I made one change in the source code, really, that'll help you. Right now, this only looks for YouTube videos, and that looks like let's see here, Notepad. So it's going to be looking for something like this. You know, I don't know the exact string off the top of my head, but it's something like that. And in the source code, there is a spot where you can change that. So you can actually have it look for anything you want. If you want to modify this to do Vimeo videos, or if you want to modify it to look for a specific domain and do something totally different, I wanted to make that option easily available. So that's the first thing, or one of the first things I go over in the source code. It's just one little spot where you can change that. So that's something that I wanted to make it sort of hackable. The other thing is, as I started putting the finishing touches, I started to think about the other things that you could put here. And while I don't know if I'll really add these in to this particular program, I think that everyone's requirements are going to be different. But I know that a lot of people are going to take this and hack it. You can take this URL and you can check all the other metrics you want and put that there. And it's really not that difficult. So this is sort of like going to be the engine that's running it. And then if you are like somebody who normally buys my stuff to hack it and to build it into something else, I know a lot of people do that. You have all these other columns that you can put the social metrics, the backlink metrics, all of that. And really all you're going to have to do is add in a little bit of code to ping each of those and get that, you know. So that's something that I thought about doing originally, but because of what this is, I feel that I've already expanded on it quite a bit, right? Because I took it from a basic checker, like a yes no, to this. And I thought that for this, I think that's enough. But everyone else's requirements are going to be different, like I said. So I know some people are going to want to hack it. So just think about that. And yeah, anyways, this is just going to put this down. Let's let it go a little crazy here. One of the things I should mention briefly is, let's see here. Well, whatever. There's nothing in there that needs hiding, I don't think, so I'm gonna do that. This typically doesn't really use much memory, so I don't see a problem with doing a pretty large list. Obviously I'm scraping a couple hundred keywords here, and it's been going for a little while, and So that's something that I was trying to be conscious about. I'm just trying to let this finish out so that we can sort of end this video here. I just want to let you see how it runs out here. And there we go. It's done. So that's 205 keywords checked in 10 minutes with only 5 proxies. And I had a delay on for a good portion of that. The reason I want to let it run out is so you can get a sort of a feel for just the whole process. So let's go ahead and I don't know if that opened a new one. Let's reopen that. Alright. Oh, you know what? That was being used by another process, wasn't it? I'm not sure if I saved that. Okay, there we go. I think I had the CSV open, and that was the issue. And as you can see, actually, we received no errors or anything. And that is something that I just wanted to talk about real briefly here. Like I said in the beginning, they're simple Google searches, so with a couple private proxies, you can actually do a lot. I did have a delay on there briefly for a good portion of the video, but in the beginning it was only 3 seconds, I think, and then towards the end I think I turned it off completely, and we didn't get any of our proxies banned here. So that's pretty neat, and that is the full picture there, the big picture with all the keywords. We have 205 keywords, so that is it.